Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pace Studios here in Manhattan, New York City. We are very happy to be joined today by Julian Lage Trio. Guys, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
So, Julian, you have a new album,
That's right.
Modern Lord.
Modern lore is out in the world.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? Oh, yeah, right.
I got my update in Spotify.
They want you to know it's out.
Yeah. So, can you tell us a little bit the first song you're going to play for us?
Yes, actually, the first song we're going to play for you is called Fortune Teller. It's from our last record, but it features this marvelous band, which is not on the record, but the touring band, which is Jorge Roeder on the bass, Eric Dube on drums. And it's kind of a lovely way to show the transition from Arclight into the following songs, which will be from the new record.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah. That was great, guys.
Thank you so much.
So let's talk about the transition that you were talking about from Arclight to
Right.
Modern Lore. So I know that you worked with Jesse Harris. For
That's
both
right.
Albums.
That's
a
right.
Good friend, singer-songwriter.
That's
from New
right.
York.
Jesse's a brilliant musician, a brilliant producer, guitar player, someone very dear to me. And in making ArcLight, his role was to kind of help me focus this idea, I guess. It's just kind of a concept that we could take old jazz tunes, make like reimagined jazz records, so tunes from the 20s, from the 30s, and combine that with the electric guitar or the Telecaster. You know, it was a very specific niche subculture kind of thing I was chasing, and he had such an elegant way of bringing it all together into a record that made sense. After that record came out, I wanted to write music that featured the way bass and drums work together with guitar. In other words, things that relied on grooves, more that weren't so nostalgic about old songs, but more kind of a study in a certain type of ensemble playing. And Jesse, because he was so intimately a part of ArcLight, he helped facilitate the transition to the new music. So it's kind of like a counsel. You know, if he said it was good, we went forward. If he said we didn't have it, we did it again.
Nice.
So I feel very lucky to have a partner in crime like him, in addition to the band. It's just everyone kind of helped out.
Yeah, I can notice, like, what is your big difference to play like an archtop guitar on a Telecaster? Because the new album, you can hear like this twangy sound, Telecaster, kind of country western.
Well, there was a period in the kind of the early days of electric Spanish guitar, which this would be, so not Hawaiian steel guitar. So like mid-30s, when archtop electrics, like the ones that George Barnes was playing or Charlie Christian playing, had a lot in common with the solid body electric as we know it today. They were twangy, they were kind of bright and kind of fierce. And when Leo Fender made guitars starting in the late 40s into the 50s, I think that was in his ether, you know? So if you talk about old archtops and Telecasters, they're pretty similar. The feel is different. As the modern archtop jazz guitar thing evolved, it did get different, maybe a little more subdued, maybe a little more compressed, just by the nature of the mechanics. So my allegiance to the solid body is one of, I want a big dynamic range, and I want to be bright, and I want to be dark, and I want to be able to play loud and really quiet. So it offers a wider palette than maybe I was accustomed to for many years. But I started on a Stratocaster, so it's
nice.
kind of a return.
Yeah, back to the roots. All right, guys, what is the second song you're going to play for us?
This song is a song of ours, and it's called Atlantic Limited from the new record.
was beautiful, guys.
Thank you, Jorge. That's Jorge and Eric.
Thank you so much, guys. Just one question now. You said that this album, the new album, the songs you were recording, you just want to come from like the groove, from the bass and the drums.
Sure.
So how was your process of writing the songs? You were thinking of the groove first and then the melody?
Yeah. Basically, I am. Excuse me. I'm not a very. How do I say it? My approach to writing is kind of one of. I always say it's kind of quantity over quality. I write a bunch of junk. I write a lot of music that doesn't work, and a lot of music that's, though it may work, it doesn't work for this project or this record or X, Y, and Z. So for this, part of the test was to work with a drum machine, just on a phone or an iPad, and write songs that were compelling with just a guitar and a drum machine, and then other things were written with no instruments at all, but. That was always my allegiance, was that it had to be, if it wasn't a drum machine, could I stomp my feet, clap my hands, and sing the melody and convey the message of the tune. And I can tell you a lot of the stuff I wrote didn't achieve that. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So, but the ones that did kind of stand out as being able to do that left a lot of room for the band to kind of breathe life. And that, I think, is a lesson that I'm constantly learning how to ignite a group with music by writing less.
So the selection also was with Jesse. Jesse was there just selecting, all right, Julian, maybe we can...
Absolutely. There were a lot of things I was like, this is not going to work. And he'd say, do it 20 beats faster. And then it worked. Or the alternative, or I'd say, we got to have this on the record. And he'd say, well, you already have 2 songs like that. So it's just kind of common sense, but it sure is fun, to hash out those details with people you respect.
Nice. So what is the last song you're going to play for us?
We'll play you one more. This is called Roger the Dodger, and it's a tune from the newest record, Modern Lore. And, it kind of features all of us at once.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Your chemistry playing, like, all the volumes is amazing. Just enjoying. Thank you so much for the music.
Thank you
really.
so much.
Thank you, guys.
Jorge Roeder, Eric Dube, we're thrilled to be here.
Yeah.
So see you around.
So, Julian, you're going on tour from
Yeah,
Vancouver, West Coast to San Diego.
That's right. You did all. You know better than I do. We make our way to New York. I think early March at Le Poisson Rouge, but we're around. Come.
Yeah. Just check julianlage.com.
That's right.
That's
right.
all the
That's
tours
what I
over
do.
there. Julian, thank you so much. You're always welcome here.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.